opened a fair contest in the Parliament for Speaker and Deputy Speaker, I can tell you nobody, if Museveni kept out, can defeat Anitah Among.
Nobody can defeat Anitah Among.
Mu kaseera kano mpawo musango mutuufu gumanyiddwa Among gwe yazizza kyokka ebiwulirwa biraga nti newankubadde olunaku olw'eggulo ono yalagiddwa obutaddamu kwesembereza ababaka ba Parliament oba okweyisa mu lukale. Omukyala ono abadde abbirira akasimu n'akubira abamu ku babaka ba Parliament n'abasaba okumulabiranga ddala ng'akadde ak'okulonda sipiika katuuse mbwe era ng'aliko n'akasimbi kabadde abaweereza mu kimpukumpuku.
What? Did you hear that? Listen to that one more time.
Ono yalagiddwa obutaddamu kwesembereza kyokka ebiwulirwa biraga nti newankubadde olunaku olw'eggulo ono yalagiddwa obutaddamu kwesembereza ababaka ba Parliament oba okweyisa mu lukale. Omukyala ono abadde abbirira akasimu n'akubira abamu ku babaka ba Parliament n'abasaba okumulabiranga ddala ng'akadde ak'okulonda sipiika katuuse mbwe era ng'aliko n'akasimbi kabadde abaweereza mu kimpukumpuku.
She said no to Museveni.
My suspicion is that the president has called her to advise her to withdraw from the race, because if she's in the race, she cannot be defeated. If he doesn't want her out, he'll have to ask her to withdraw from the race. That is why the president has called her to ask her to pull out, because if she does not withdraw, it would be bloody. Now,
If she doesn't withdraw, it would be bloody. What he meant by bloody, I mean, you saw this commentary, I already made it, but you saw what he means, or what he meant is they're going to descend to her house.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. I have a friend of mine who told me, Mordecai, breaking news zigenda kukuta. Friend of mine, Jamie Kwaje, told me, Mordecai, zigenda kukuta breaking news, and it's fine. No lie detected. Ladies and gentlemen, Anitah Among refused to quit the race. According to the NTV report, Anitah Among refused to quit the race when he was ordered by Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Remember, Museveni placed her under house arrest and gave her strict orders or restrictions. Do not talk to people. Don't have a media engagement. And according to the report, she kept on talking to members of parliament, sending money and asking them to vote for him when time comes, which tells you if she, like Andrew Mwenda warned, that if she says no to the order or demand of Museveni, it was going to be bloody. So that's why you see what's going on at her homes. Listen here to this story. Pay attention to detail here. Wait a second. I have to have my people watch what I'm watching as well. Okay.
Webukiridde olunaku olwaleero ng'emirembe gikyabulidde ddala mu nkambi y'abadde Speaker Anita Among okuva ekiro ekyakesezza olunaku olw'eggulo lwe yavudde mu nsisinkano ne Pulezidenti Museveni eyamukutudde olukizi. Kati olw'eggulo lwaleero abakeesa okuva mu kitongole ekikettera poliisi ki CID bagumbye maka ge wano e Nakasero ne batandika okufuuza okuviira ddala ku geeti, sitoowa, effumbiro, eddiro ko n'ekisenge newankubadde nga tebatuubudde kibanoonya. Olutuukiddewo nga bakuumaddembe basazeeko wankaaki w'amaka ga Among so nga n'emmotoka za poliisi eziwerako zisimbye wabweru w'ennyumba ye nga balinga abazzi beetegese okukwata yenna n'asangibwa mu nnyumba eno oba okugezaako okubawakanya. Mu kaseera kano mpawo musango mutuufu gumanyiddwa Among gwe yazizza kyokka ebiwulirwa biraga nti newankubadde olunaku olw'eggulo ono yalagiddwa obutaddamu kwesembereza ababaka ba Parliament oba okweyisa mu lukale. Omukyala ono abadde abbirira akasimu n'akubira abamu ku babaka ba Parliament n'abasaba okumulabiranga ddala ng'akadde ak'okulonda sipiika katuuse mbwe era ng'aliko n'akasimbi kabadde abaweereza mu kimpukumpuku.
What? Did you hear that? Listen to that one more time.
ono yalagidde obutaddamu kwesembereza kyokka ebiwulirwa biraga nti wankwadde olunaku olw'eggulo ono yalagidde obutaddamu kwesembereza ababaka ba Parliament oba okweyisa mu lukale. Omukyalo ono abadde abbirira akasimu n'akubira abamu ku babaka ba Parliament n'abasaba okumulabiranga ddala ng'akadde ak'okulonda sipiika katuuse mbwera ng'aliko n'akasimbi kabadde abaweereza mu kimpukumpuku.
She said no to Museveni. I'm going to go back. I told you this is why we read the laws that govern a coalition that is led by a dictator. The book is The Dictator's Handbook. The three most important characteristics of a coalition are, number one, loyalty. Number two, loyalty. Number three, loyalty. You have to be loyal. You do not question a dictator. He appointed you there. He's pretty much looking at himself as your own creator. And don't take my word for it. At one time, you referred to him as Deputy God. I think you said that in the NRM, you have what we call the Holy Trinity, which was sacrilegious, a blasphemy, where you said that Museveni is God the Father, his Son, God the Son, and then the people, God the Holy Spirit. You said that. You're a Catholic. You said that. So if you really look at Museveni as God the Father, where do you get the audacity, the gall and temerity to go against his proposition? Where? Tell me. Nowhere. I'll read a few lines more. He says, successful leaders have to make a few clarification here. They don't mean successful in positive way. They mean successful in a perverted way, in being a dictator, in being a tyrant. So don't look here and be like, hey, Museveni, Mordecai, are you trying to say Museveni is a successful leader? Absolutely not. So they say successful leaders surround themselves with trusted friends and family and rid themselves of any ambitious supporters. Members of a coalition are referred to as supporters. They rid themselves of ambitious supporters. This is Anitah Among. Now, I'm going to go on and show you what, we come back to this story, but I'm going to go on and show you what Andrew Mwenda said. Anitah Among had to quit because Museveni is afraid with the strategies Anitah Among has used. She pretty much has a sizable constituents within the members of parliament that can vote for her if they went for an election and they left it to be free and fair. I don't know whether that will ever happen in a criminal regime of Museveni, but here's the thing. Listen to what this gentleman says.
Over the opposition to test their veracity or their strength. Now, but if we opened the... Yes, Robert.
No, maybe you finished. I'll ask my question.
Yes, if you opened a fair contest in the parliament for Speaker and Deputy Speaker, I can tell you nobody, if Museveni kept out, can defeat Anitah Among.
Nobody can defeat Anitah Among. Now, like I said, nobody can defeat Anitah Among, not because she's a formidable force, not because she's a charismatic leader, no, not because, oh, she's such a wonderful speaker we've never seen in the history of Uganda. Absolutely not. It is because she took Museveni's politics to its logical conclusion. What is it? Buy off every person, kill if you may, abduct, threaten, bully, dominate, coerce, do everything you can. She mastered the politics of Museveni, the Machiavellian way. And she pretty much actually abandoned the idea of trying to seduce people. She dominates them by force. She bullies them. Oh, shut up, you! Shut up. Don't do that in my house. That's how she bullies members of parliament. I'm going to show you here. And Andrew Mwenda added a caveat to what he said.
She's so strong in that parliament. So, she's supposed to meet the president today. My suspicion is that the president has called her to advise her to withdraw from the rest. Because if she's in the rest, she cannot be defeated. If he doesn't want her out, he'll have to ask her to withdraw from the rest.
Why are you so certain that she cannot be defeated? What have you seen? What are the What are the signs?
We discussed this last time on this show. I do not think one of the greatest politicians Uganda has produced, who has skill to rally people behind her, with the exception of Museveni, Anitah Among could be the second.
Yeah, it's not skill in a positive way to rally people behind her. It is skill in a perverted way by bullying and intimidation and coercion and domination and money buying off people. That's what he means by skill. His mind is extremely perverted, extremely spoiled, toxic. He doesn't mean that, we have this man who is going to use a microphone and try to convince people by selling the ideas, his ideas or her ideas to his opponents. Absolutely not. He means, people who have skills, extremely grotesque skills. That's what he means. It is sad that this has been normalized. The psychology of Andrew Mwendo of defining what skills are abduction, torture, kill, manipulate. Just sad.
And as you said, she also has in her husband a formidable political animal. So the two of them make a team. Robert, let me tell you, if they open that vote there and Anita is contesting, she would get the entire opposition to vote for her, the whole NRM and all MPs. She would get 90% of the parliament.
And no doubt. And that's why I really feel sad, because as we see all these things happening, I've only seen like 3 people, members of opposition, responding to what we see. Maybe I've not been able to see the rest, but we should be on social media, folks on the opposition, saying, hey, we've been talking about the abductions. See what is happening to Justin Namere. No, I've only seen Secretary General David Louis Lubongoya and the leader of opposition, Joel Senyonyi. Where are the rest of other members of parliament or even former members of parliament? But you know that in her pockets, she's been feeding them. So they won't even come out to be like, okay, we've been demanding the rule of law. They're all dead silent. It is sad.
But also
Now,
what I was told,
so that is why the president has called her to ask her to pull out, because if she does not withdraw, it would be bloody. Now,
If she doesn't withdraw, it would be bloody. What he meant by bloody, I mean, you saw this commentary, I already made it, but you saw what he means, or what he meant is they're going to descend to her house, her homes, and that has happened. Now let's go back to the story of NTV. Listen.
Situganye polisi ko n'ebitongole ebirala tubirabyeko nga bitala okukira ku namutalo munyage kente mpa omwogezi wa kitongole kya byakwenda yenna eyafunye embavu okubaako kyatubuulira. Abazze bekkenne nnyo omukyalo ono bagamba nti gye buvuddeko era waliwo babega ba polisi bajjako ku woofiisi ye ku Parliamentary y'eggwanga ne babako bye bamubuuza ku bikwatagana n'obulyago obwali bukudde ejjembe ku Parliament kyokka ensonga zino ne zituulirwa. Ensondera ezeesigika zitubudde nti waliwo abakungu abawerako abazze balabika kkira ekitebe ky'abambega ba poliisi ekibuli ne babako bye bategeeza bakola ku kunoonyereza kuno. Byonna bigenza okujja nga minisita omubeezi w'abavubuka n'abaana Balamba Lugahale kyajja ayite ku kibanja kye ekya X n'alabula abo bonna abayimiridde mu kkubo ly'omuyaga. Bano abasabye okwesiga oba si kyo kubatwaliremu. Yo ku Parliamentary y'eggwanga embeera yakwekuniza, abakozi batambula bamagamaga ku bonna mpawo amanyikiddako wadde okwagala okubaako oludda lwalaga nti lwawagira. Embeera nga tennakyuka okuva embawo eyootera okudda ku gonja wakalira. Among ono yali munywanyi nnyo eri olulyo lwe twandiyise olulangira era akabaga akategekebwa okujaguza amazaalibwa ga General Muhoozi Munyonyo yeeyama mu maaso g'abangi ndi singa anaafugibwako eddusu n'addamu okufuuka Speaker wa Parliament wakukola buli kiri wansi w'obusobozi bwe okusanyusa bannakisinde ki PLU.
Okutuula n'abalangira ekyo tekikufuula mulangira.
I will spend whatever it takes to make sure that we get what we want to get. And for the sake of MK, just assure MK, we will do whatever it takes.
Mukazi wattu ono lumu aba ayita ku mitimbagano n'akimanyako nti waliwo abaali batandise okuyumupaatiikako nti atandise okweyagaliza obwa pulezidenti bw'eggwanga eyanguwa mangu nnyo okweroopa n'akakasa nga batakirootangako era nga talikiroota nga yeeteebese mu ntebe ennene.
I don't even know how to cock a gun. This country still needs people like, I don't have that patience to be a president. I don't even have the urge. I don't even have the wish. But I am happy that in one way or the other, God gave me to be a speaker.
ensi ne bw'enaakyuka Among n'asigala mu byafaayo ng'omu ku beeyagalidde ennyo mu biwawaatiro bya Pulezidenti Museveni ng'onentuuyo yazisazanga bibatu ng'amuyigira akalulu akamutuusa kuba Pulezidenti mu mwaka guno 2026 oba oliawo ekyatuuka n'okumumeza amalala.
Your Excellency, we want to thank you for loving Bukedea. Bukedea is your second home. And as the chairman said, you're always welcome. Ours is to celebrate the love you've showed the people of Bukedea. And ours is just to thank you and show you that we are going to vote for you. Come January.
Among si Speaker asoose okukolera NRM n'afundikira ng'asindikibwa ng'omugenyi atagenda. Rebecca ayitwala Kadaga engeri yasendibwa n'olutinga ekkere yamuleka yeewuunya abantu nga ne lwe yatulako ne mukama we mu maka ge Nakasero yeeyabye omutima ne gumukka bwe yajjukiza mukama we nti kye bamukoze si kya buntu.
If Among is already ex-official here, why does she want to go again take this seat? How one person sit in 2 seats? So, Your Excellency, I think this is unfair. If there's anyone to be a special nominee, let it be her. I'm the incumbent, and I think I'm entitled to remain in my position.
Emboozi eno weetuse tukyasina ku jjengo wabula bingi birabika nga bikyabbulukuka nga kyolina okukola amaaso gakumira ku lutimbe obenga alindirira empaalwa.
Nange ndi waneeno Mordecai Muliisa ngenda kubeera nga mbikuwa. Kyolina okukola subscribe ku mukutu guneeno omale oteekeko ka like tokoma okwo mwana ttu yita n'abo abatwegatteko ate bw'oba oyagala okulaga obuwagizi obw'amaanyi koona mwaka akantu akaliko ekigambo join ojja kuba olaza obuwagizi. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, now you remember you remember about the Rolls Royce that was brought to Uganda? Defending herself about this Rolls Royce, Anitah Among said it was just a gift. Well, receipts are now showing something totally different. Let me go. This is the house that was raided, okay? This is the home of the Bukedea Woman Member of Parliament, Anitah Among, where a joint forces security team is conducting a house search. None of the agencies has commented on the matter. That's the home. But actually, before I do that, let me show you. This woman has had, I think I saw Red Pepper reporting, Red Pepper Uganda. She's had homes. What's going on here? Okay. Okay, let's go here. Maybe I can't see it. Ooh, where is it posted? Oh my, look at that Rolls Royce. Look at that. And look, we have to richly enjoy these things. I don't have any problem. If you want to buy a Rolls Royce, if you want to buy a Hummer, if you want to buy an Escalade, please go on. Look, I enjoy the comfort of my car. I wish every person had, whoever wants to. Other people don't even want to own a car, but I'm talking to those ones who would like to own a car. I would like you to own the best car you have. You want any vehicle. But I hope you do not get it through stealing, through hurting other people. I hope you don't do that. Look at that. I think I would enjoy that one, but I don't want it, you know. Okay, where did they report? Where? It was reported somewhere. Okay, this is NRM people. I think, let's go back here. They reported, she has homes in, I think I saw, I think was it Dense Duke wondering about the homes Anitah Among has in several places. Okay. But before you go there, let's go back here, ladies and gentlemen. I was telling you about the car. I'll come back to that. I can't find it. Okay. Here's the news about the car. Jeez, these people. Okay. He said, read that. I think I've got to put this one on a full screen. Okay. He said, cleared under customs entry number C1106. The 2025 Rolls-Royce was imported under Anitah Foundation Limited. To be exact, it landed at the airport on 12th of January 2026, 2 days before the general presidential elections. Someone will argue that this wasn't a zero mileage. There you go. Read. Importer's name, Anitah Foundation Limited. Date of the and time of verification, 12/01/26. Make of a vehicle, Rolls-Royce. They're going to give you the details. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. Read here. Country of origin, UK. Wow. Wow. That's from Uganda Revenue Authority. This is sad. Not sad like I'm sad people shouldn't have this. Absolutely not. Come on. What I'm trying to say, it is sad that, she would get lost in an accumulation of wealth. But isn't it funny? I mean, on a philosophical level, it disturbs me that you don't need all these things just to serve your people. Let me give you an example. I think I saw somebody, my friend Samuel, wrote on his Facebook, and I really Samuel Collins. I bought his what he wrote. Let me show you. It doesn't really, or maybe I don't have it here. Okay. Oh my, where is it? But he was arguing and saying that, you know what? It's very easy to realize that in order to buy people's favor, you don't have to do a lot of things. Like everyone is pretty much excited about the arrest of Anitah Among. And guess what? It is being done by Muhoozi Kainerugaba, a criminal thug. Okay? Muhoozi Kainerugaba didn't have to go into threatening people, abducting Bobby Wine's supporters and doing all those kind of stuff. He just had to do everything opposite to what his dad has been doing. And he would win favors from the Ugandan people. Easy peasy, like ABC. But he instead says, okay, I'm going to warn, I'm going to show how tough I am. And he instead attracted hatred from the vast majority of Ugandans up to now. Isn't it sad? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the update for now. If I get something, I'll be back here. Okay? I'll let you go. But I want to tell you that Anitah Among is being accused of insubordination. He defied a dictator. And Museveni is now trying to prove his point. And you have to realize, Museveni is extremely tough and angry at this moment because of probably what's going on with his wife, Janet Kataha Museveni. She's sick. You didn't see her at the swearing-in ceremony where he was wearing an oversized T-shirt. Not a T-shirt, but that big shirt. He wasn't even smiling. So he might be triggered by all the, stuff that are going on in his life, and it's like, okay, let me show you how tough I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back here. Please stick around. Okay? Bye-bye for now.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marissa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.